Hi there, it's Ian Nelson with eXp Realty. I'm here with Andy from A&N Mortgage, and we are about to talk about a really great loan program for doctors and nurses, veterinarians, dentists, and let's find out a little bit more about that, Andy.
Yeah, thanks Ian. Yes, there are lots of different loan programs that we offer here at A&N, but some of the ones that we wanted to draw out for our colleagues in the medical profession are our nurses program. So what the nurses program does is allow for a low down payment up to actually 1.5 million it goes up to, but I concentrate on the first step, which is 850,000 purchase price, loan amount I should say, with a 3% down payment. So that's over 100,000 more than the conventional loan limit. So it's just opening up the property options for our colleagues who are nurses. And then, obviously improved interest rate and, just a good way to get a higher cost property for a low down payment. Then the physicians program that you mentioned is actually a 0% down payment up to 750,000 loan amount, and that one also doesn't include PMI, which stands for private mortgage insurance, and it's very much investing in the future income of that physician. And like you mentioned, there's also other medical professionals and even veterinarians that qualify for that program. And then also just to mention, there are some other creative products that might help our colleagues who are traveling nurses. So we do something called a 24-month bank statement program, where if you don't have a 2-year, so 2 1099s basically, a history of 2 years of self-employment, you can do an average of the last 24 months of bank statements. So if you were employed before you were self-employed, we can actually average out that income, and then it becomes a 24-month bank statement program instead.
And that's a very powerful tool because once you do not have like a consistency between that travel nurse, let's say you were full-time at first and then you became a travel nurse, all of that income can actually be brought in together and counted, as your DTI, and then that opens up the door for about, the loan amount that you're going to be approved for. And just with myself as a realtor, I'm able to kind of get you set up with anything. I work very well with new first-time buyers, existing buyers, sellers, everything like that. With the doctors program, some of you may be, educating here in Chicago at one of our great, educational medical facilities, and then transferring out of state into a new area. And one thing that my brokerage specializes in, we have 87,000 agents all across the world. I have a huge network of very qualified agents where I can get everything done from interviews, find the perfect agent to match you in any different state that you want to move to. And then these loan programs, many of the the brokers here at A&N are licensed in multiple states, so we can more than often just use this loan program to help you purchase out of state as well. So lots of power in this little loan program, and it's a huge benefit to anybody that's looking to buy into properties. I know the nurses program only allows for one property, and the doctors program opens up to a 2-unit property. So if you're looking to do some house hacking and have people kind of pay half of that mortgage, as a doctor, you can have a lower monthly payment just by having a renter above you in a new unit. So anything else you'd like to add?
Yeah, so you mentioned first-time buyers, Ian. So there's a program in the state of Illinois, and many other states have a similar program. So the Illinois program is called IDA, Illinois Housing Development Agency, and what that does is comes with a 1% up to $6,000 grant for the forgivable. There's 3 different types: forgivable, deferred, and repayable. So we like the forgivable mostly because over a 10-year period, each month that you have the loan, a little more is forgiven until you've had the whole grant forgiven. And it comes with a pretty dramatically low interest rate compared to the market, and also that grant. So it's a really great step if you wanted to use that program first. And you and I both do a lot of work with investors, so maybe this is the first mortgage you use before you use your physicians program or the nurses program. So lots of different options out there to help you invest in property as you also progress in your career.
Yeah, and with those buyer services, I like to have a little sit down with you for about 30-40 minutes, just get to know you, go through the whole process of what to expect, get some search criteria all hashed out so that way we know exactly what we're looking for. And once we get into the search, it's all just about narrowing down properties and finding the one that's the perfect fit. So if you have any more questions, don't hesitate to reach out to me, Andy. Anybody that wants to kind of find out more about this or actually get their foot in the door to actually owning some property and growing that family wealth right there. So thank you very much for stopping by. We will look forward to helping you in the future, and hopefully this has been something that has inspired you to kind of take that next step. So thank you very much.
Thanks for watching.